Can't play music no more on my channel.
Horror movies. He was into every horror movie that they could possibly put out. He loved them all.
I've never met anyone so into horror films. He was a little too into it. He could look at a movie and do the dialogue about the movie. Because what he would do is take that movie and he would run it. And then he would rewind it. He would run it again. He would replay it over and over for hours. Horror movies were my
Hey!
There were some things that Joseph would come back. And some things they changed. Joseph was at Gallaudet a year before. Until the university suspended him because he stole roommate's money. I still don't know what I was thinking. It was my final year of boarding school, and I was getting ready to move over to college. My roommate left his ATM card lying around, and I just took it. Stealing is a big deal, so obviously he was having some sort of problems. What
That
they
shit
were
is really
exactly,
just
I'm not
that.
sure.
Oh.
Joseph was suspended for stealing and sent back to Guam for a year. My parents were disappointed. But I grew up a lot that year. Even got stuck on a girl back home. My return to Gallaudet was an opportunity to turn over a new leaf. I didn't want to go back.
The students that were selling more through seniors, they knew about it because they had been on campus at the time that it happened. But the students that were becoming freshmen were unaware of it.
As for me, I came to college with a very different kind of secret.
I knew that Eric was gay. I think that he wasn't quite ready to come out to everybody, but a few of us that were close to him.
I first talked about it with my friend Felix.
I was the
Go lay down.
get told, of course. He kept that very confidential.
I was sad.
How you doing, Kashmir? Hopefully you're having a good day.
Talking to me about this being gay. Because we had a very, very good relationship together. And he could tell me anything. And I would never be disappointed.
What's up, Hines?
When I got to college, I felt like I could be myself. And open up for the first time.
Eric felt very relieved that he could be himself at Gallaudet. He was able to be open about his sexuality with his classmates.
But I still didn't have much experience when it came to dating. And there was someone I had a crush on. Someone I was.
Now we're looking at a 6 or 7 hour trip, and that sure ain't gonna be no fun.
My 600-pound life.
Today, I started hard on my body. Goes back over my knee. It's gonna start hurting get bad on my knee. But it might be hard now, but in the long run,
Hey, Spark.
it'll all be worth it.
What's up, bud? I'm eating a Snicker and watching my 600-pound life.
I'm eating chips for breakfast.
Can y'all like the live for me?
My knee's killing me. My leg almost stopped eating the car. My head is starting to hurt.
Jesus is real.
We're gonna get some fast
I love Jesus.
and eat it fast and get on the road. I'm going. You're out. Yeah. I want one of the steak basket. With a drink? Yeah. Give me a plain hamburger. Some burritos. What are the burritos? A mozzarella cheese stick. 6-piece. 6-piece. Ranch. Ranch. Bring that to the. I can't do anything fast or easy. Just to get out of the car hurts my back and my knees. Woo-hoo. Okay, I got my foot here. Hold it down.
What up, 50?
Hey, guys, guess what? We're on our way to Houston.
50 cents. Send me $500. I know you got it. Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. On the super chat though.
What it's gonna be like. But all I know is that I don't care what it's like or what it's gonna be like. As Dr. Now says, you have to bend over me down off the ground 2 years. And guess what? I'm going to do it. If that's what it takes to lose this fight. I'm gonna do what Dr. Now says to do. I'm not cheating because I can't live like this no more. I cannot live like this no more.
Right.
Did I do lying to you? You'd be upset with me because I've never said anything. I don't know. I received one letter after trying to contact her for years. The one thing I do know is she hates me. She doesn't want to have anything to do with me.
You don't consider anything.
Yeah, I have one.
These on checking accounts, no overdraft fees, always. What's in your one?
Can y'all like the live?
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the number one prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease. Skyrizi is also approved for ulcerative colitis.
Yep. You should drop 100. This is not TikTok. Talking about we regret to inform you that your YouTube channel. This is not TikTok. They send stuff like that to the creator, to the studio.
I saw this star figure coming at me very, very
That'd be funny when they be sending that to people lives and they end their lives so quick. That should be so funny.
It jumps out. All I see is grimy canine teeth. It started shaking me.
You can't send $1,000 on Super Chat. You can only send up to $4.99. Plano, Texas.
Growing up, my dad taught us hunting and fishing. During the summers, he would take us for a week.
That's
in
an
Sierra
orange soda.
Nevadas. We're just going after jackrabbits.
Can y'all make
but
sure
it
y'all
was
like the
a
live for me?
safari us. After that, my brothers and I had a dream.
What
We
you
wanted
doing,
to
man?
hunt Alaska.
You bored? You finna go to sleep? Huh?
Me, when I was a kid,
What do you mean?
I knew I wanted to know.
Why you being mean?
Child,
I
every time I
became
respond,
a
it's why you being mean, why you being mean.
I love being
What
able
point
to
we
make a difference in situations where people couldn't make a difference themselves.
Can y'all like the live for me? And help me get to
I
10
had been a
likes,
firefighter for about 15 years.
please? We need 7 more people to like the live so we can get to
At a
10.
country western bar. She came up to me and said, "Hey, would you be interested in being part of this best bud contest?"
Hey, comment.
And that's how it started. She had a son, Casey. We ended up having Benjamin. He loves baseball. Then there's Sierra, my daughter. She's my daredevil.
Can you make sure you like the live? I'm not watching a movie. I'm actually watching a show. And the show is called I Was Prey. It's on Animal Planet. It's a pretty good show, I'm guessing.
My brother, Matt.
I
called
think
me
it's about when
and said,
animals
"Hey,
attack people.
would you like to go on a big game hunt on the Kenai River in remote Alaska?" This is a dream that we've had forever.
You watched it?
I'm like, yeah, I'm in. My wife had an uneasiness about the whole trip, being out in the Alaskan wilderness where I would be.
You're watching it now? What's about to happen?
We didn't talk a whole lot on the way to the airport, but I gave her a big hug and a kiss, and I said, "I love you." Then my mind was in Alaska. The area is
Oh, I
just
would love to
so
go to Alaska.
incredibly beautiful. I wanted to challenge my skills against something that basically rules the Alaskan wilderness, and that's the Alaskan bull moose. I was going to do it.
Tap the screen, like the live, give me the 10 likes. 5 more people like it, we'll be at 10. It says 6 people in here.
There are so many different things.
Can all
that go
6 of
into
y'all like the live?
where we're going
That's
to
the
hunt.
least you could do.
The animals, the weather, medical. We had everything set up. Nothing was going to get the best of us, or so we thought. On Caribou Island, we set up a supply tent as well as a sleeping tent.
Right, Tez and K.
We're about 30 miles out from the nearest person.
Steve, what you got
There
at?
is no cell phone service at all.
Can you like the live though?
It was the 3rd day of the hunt. It was about 30 degrees that morning. We took the boat out 6 to 8.
Y'all want a Lamar edit every day.
Where we were going to be hunting. We slid up the boat onto a rocky shoreline. We know that there's prime moose area up there.
Thank you for liking the live. Can y'all help me get to 10 likes?
Inhospitable terrain, swamps, frost heaves, lots of deadfall trees. After an hour hike in, we run into
Cap
2
cut.
major game trails. It looks like a freeway of game. There's a pine tree. The bark has been completely stripped. Bull moose use these trees to scrape the felt off their antlers. You can't find a better sign than that unless you find a steaming pile of poop. And we know that there's a bull moose in the area, and we come up with a plan. I'm going to be at the front of the knoll, and my brother Matt is going to move about 40 to 45 yards behind me, making bull moose calls. I had my bow ready and my rifle laying next to me. And I was sitting down in my blind, trying not to move. About 3 hours into it, I catch some movement. 40 yards down the confluence of these two trails. I see it immediately, an 8-foot grizzly, very methodically moving back and forth, and I could tell it was smelling the air. I could feel the hair stand up on the back.
Could you like the live for me?
I wanted to hide, but I knew my brother is 45 yards down at the opposite.
What's up,
end
Elijah?
of
What's
the
up, Rolls Royce?
I couldn't let that thing find my brother. Everything I've ever read about bears says that they don't want any contact with humans. I thought it could be scared away and it would just leave me alone. So I raised up on my tiptoes, spread my shoulders, and say, "Whoa, bear." The bear immediately growled. The ears folded back. That big black lip curled over the teeth, and then a muscle came out of the top of his head that looked like a 4x4.
I can only imagine that. Imagine a bear attacking you.
I was a very fearless child. From the
You
moment
gonna go?
I was born, I was really into surfing. I started surfing with the help of my dad. It was the first thing I did in the morning. It was what I thought about before I went to bed at night. It was my whole life. My father passed away when I was
She already ate.
11 years old. My mom was very strong for me and my brother. After my father passed away, being in the ocean, it's just all I wanted to do. It's like a meditation for me. It's one of those things that's always made me feel better. In Lansing, the population is about 600. My mum could yell from one side of town to the other. Me and my mum have always been very, very
Why you gonna
close.
grab it in my face? Ooh,
She
so
worried about
loud.
going in the ocean, as any mother would worry. She was always saying, "Don't swim out too deep."
Can y'all help me get the 10
When
lights?
I was 13 years old, just after
You can
Easter,
turn the light on if you want to, Jalen. You up?
my two best friends, Kimberly and Sam, and I had been planning to go toe surfing. I would say that's the best time of the year because you're still getting a fair bit of swell, but the wind is offshore, so it makes the perfect conditions. It was Friday the 13th. My mom was worrying about me. She said that something bad might happen. She was always very superstitious. I grabbed my board and walked across the road to the beach. Kimberly, Sam, their father, Ted, and their little brother, Brady, were waiting for me in the dinghy. I've been toe surfing with Ted and his family for years. Toe surfing is where you have your normal surfboard and you have a towing rope. You use the speed of the boat to get towed into waves. It was basically what we would do all day, every day of the school holidays. It was beautiful.
Hello.
Crystal clear waters, seabirds
You're not new.
flying around.
I've seen your name before.
It's crispy and cold, perfect conditions. In the ocean around Lansing, there's always all sorts of aquatic animals, sharks, dolphins, sea lions.
Hi, can you like my live? Can you help me get 10 likes?
Off the coast.
I'm trying to
Sea
reach
lions
10 likes.
Go to that island, seek refuge, and have a little suntan there, and do what sea lions do. The male sea lions that I'd seen on the beach would be anywhere between 600 to 1,300 pounds. We needed to leave them alone. We landed on the island, about 3/4 mile off the coast. We all hopped out, put our beach towels
What's up,
down.
James? How you doing, James? Thank you for the
We
like.
did rock, paper,
I appreciate
scissors,
you.
who would go first.
How you been, James?
I won that. Kimberly and Brady stayed
Nice to see you, James.
and me, Sam, and
James,
Tim stayed out.
James in the building.
I waded down with my board to about
James.
waist deep, held on to the rope, laid
James.
down. The boat took off. As I got enough speed, I popped
You're
up
tired,
and steered.
James? Nice to see you too, man. I'm trying to get the 10 likes, y'all. Can y'all help me? Like the live. I'd appreciate it if everybody in here could just like the live.
I saw
Thank you so
the
much.
right-hand wave.
You work today, James?
I dropped down the face of that wave.
Did you work today? Because James is tired.
Then a millisecond later, I saw this dark figure coming towards me under the water. It was coming at me very, very fast. I didn't know if it was a dolphin
Oh, that's good.
or a shark. All of a sudden, it came out of the water. Just a flash coming straight at me.
You work with kids, or you like a teacher or something?
It was just like a monster was winding up to unleash hell.
Get in the cage. Oh, okay, okay. That's good.
I laid the bow down, and I grabbed my rifle. It's not a semi-automatic. I've only got one opportunity to get a shot off. It's at 25 feet. It's at 15 feet. That 10-foot mark, it didn't even slow the bear down. It lunged at me, its mouth wide open. The full brunt of the bear hit me right in the chest. Then slid across me,
Okay.
spun around, and just put these two huge paws right on my shoulders, pinned me to the ground. It smells horrendous, like rotting meat. I'm seeing the bear upside down.
That's crazy. 4 adults and all them kids, they gotta pay them more.
Canine teeth go through my cheek, through my gums,
Oh, God.
and then through my jaw. My face just exploded in blood. It was like my head was under a faucet. It released my face. Before I could do anything, it took the entire back of my head into its mouth. I could hear the grating of its teeth against my skull. It feels like somebody's driving red-hot pokers into my head, trying to crush my skull. I started punching it right in the nose and the snout. It didn't do anything.
That was actually
Lifted me up.
after I pay my
Did a
bills at the end of the month.
violent
Oh,
head shake.
you must have sent that to the wrong person, James.
Straight through my forearm.
No, you don't have to.
There was nothing stopping me.
I had over 30 likes on the other live. This live is a new
As
live.
soon as it started to
I
move,
ended that live.
Spread my legs out, spread my elbows out to kind of act like a tripod. I put my fingers on the back of my neck to protect my spine. The bear starts to move around. I can hear its paws hitting the ground. I wonder, where is this thing going to bite me next? I can feel the breath in my head. This
Talk to you later, James.
Dug into the top side of my ear and dug down. I could hear the grating of its claws on my skull. It peels my scalp halfway back. it sunk its teeth right through my jacket into my side. I'm 5'11", about 200 pounds, and with the strength of just its neck, it lifted me completely off the ground. I can hear myself screaming, letting out noises that must have sounded inhuman. I decide to rear back and give it a kick. The bear catches my leg just below my knee. It bites down over and over, like 4 or 5 times. It felt like somebody was stabbing my leg with a couple of knives. The physical pain I was in was incredible, and it wasn't stopping. I just want it to end, but I don't want it to end because if it ends, I don't get to see my family ever again.
Yep. I'm watching Animal Planet.
I see this dark figure about 2 feet away from me. It jumps out. All I see is this open mouth and these dirty teeth coming at me. It had these grimy canine teeth, 2 inches long. I could see part of the animal's body. I could make out that it was drowned. I was being attacked by a sea lion. Before I caught a breath of air, it slammed into me like a brick wall. It grabbed me like this. I felt my jaw break and it pulled me into the water.
Oh,
It was biting into me hard. It was shaking me by the throat, ragdolling me. I was in so much shock. My vision was distorted from the impact. My hearing was distorted. I was 3 or 4 feet below the surface. I was horizontal and the ceiling
Bye.
was over the top. It was definitely in control. At this point, there were 2 possible outcomes. It could inflict more damage and I would bleed to death in seconds. Or it could have held me underwater until I drowned. I was swallowing blood. I knew that I could hold my breath for just under a minute. I probably had that long to live. I started throwing punches. But water is so heavy. It's impossible to get a whole lot of power in my swings. This sea lion was a lot bigger than me. It was like I was throwing punches into a 700-pound brick wall. And I saw blood. Enough blood to tell that I was in trouble. Now I had been underwater for a very long time.
can y'all help me get the 10
I
likes?
felt as though there was nothing I could do. I was going to die. But something in me said,
Hey,
"Not
India.
today." I had to get out of there. I just kept punching and kicking, swinging my fists up. I made contact twice with each hand. All of a sudden, it let go of me. Why it let go, I have no idea. But I saw that opportunity and swam under it. I felt so much relief.
I need 3 people to like my live, RJ, so I can get the 10 likes.
I didn't see it. I spat out teeth and blood. I felt deep, throbbing pain all over the whole side of my face. My jaw was broken. I looked around me. I couldn't see the boat. I couldn't see anyone. I just saw the mainland and swam towards that. I knew the mainland was about a mile from where I was. What I didn't know was the sea lion was stalking me.
I felt my face explode like a
Pull up.
pomegranate.
Could you like the live?
The bear is pissed. It has my leg in its mouth. I'm being brutalized and torn apart by this grizzly. It's slaughtered in the back of my head. My ears start ringing. I can't hear anything anymore. I start getting visions of my family, my wife, my kids. And they have their hands outreached to me. They just keep calling to me, Dad, you gotta fight. My daughter, I can hear her begging me to fight. I can hear her voice clearly. I'm thinking my wife will have to raise our kids. I won't be able to walk my daughter down the aisle. That was my nightmare. I was like, no. I start to move. The bear bites down even harder on my hip and starts dragging me into the brush. That means it's time to start feeding. I'm digging my fingers in, trying to stop myself, and I can't. I'm saying, don't give up. Don't give up. I don't know what to do.
I was bleeding a lot.
It's boring because they're trying to tell two stories at once.
All I could think of was to get out of that situation, just survive.
I need 2 more likes, y'all, and we'll be at 10
I
likes.
didn't know if the sea lion was coming back for me. I didn't see the boat. I feel exhausted. I knew that I probably wouldn't make that swim. But I just started to swim towards what felt like safety and felt like home. As I was swimming, I could see ribbons of blood through the water in every stroke that I took. My thoughts started to turn towards my family, my mum.
Need
It
2 more
hadn't been
likes.
that long since my father had passed. The impact of losing me would have just been shattering to my mum. It would have just been devastating. At that point, I heard the sound of the boat.
Before I was preparing to go home, I was talking to my wife, and she said my daughter doesn't want to come and see you at the airport because she's afraid of what you look like. I just started crying in my bed. That's too much for any man.
One more.
Flying home I was preparing myself because I knew I was going to fall apart.
One more light.
I'm getting off the plane and I'm nervous, I'm shaking. My wife and my kids came up. I dropped down to my knees.
This is a barrier to make her feel safe.
Yeah, I agree with you too. We can't stop her from doing what she wants to do anymore, you know? Like, this is what she wants to do, she can do it. It hurts me to let her be out there in the rain by herself, and I just don't really want it. I don't really want her saving thing anymore.
I've done the best I can. I mean, I've got to be happy with what I've done because it's more than I've done in 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, and it is a step.
There's a lot of work, you know, there's a lot more things to worry about besides her moving all the items that are in this clean area to another area of the house. I'll always have them, but I'm not going to invest the emotions that I've invested in the house. I will not do that anymore.
You know, it affects them, but just like the distance themselves from it, which I don't blame them for. It's very hard, but I guess I'm just going to have to, you know, push through it because I know that I need to do that in order to be happy. Oh my God, it's like you're in a fog, a cordial fog.
So this is where you sleep? God.
This is wild.
Yeah, well.
You can't even get out the back door anymore.
I know what it's like to suddenly hear a mouse or a rat in your bed.
I need something beyond just somebody telling me it's a mess. You should clean it up. You find stuff that's just really nasty. It's a health hazard. We're cut out for us, sis. I feel like a loser. I want to escape out of this room and chase me down.
Get it out of here. I can't look at it anymore.
Just off the bustling freeways of downtown Seattle lives 58-year-old Debbie.
Walking into my house is very heavy because it's not just stuff, it's baggage, emotional baggage. Sometimes it's just hard to breathe deeply because it's like a heavy burden to have to acknowledge every time I walk in my house what a mess my life is with it.
Every room in Debbie's 1,800 square foot home has been filled from floor to ceiling. The tragic result of 15 years of compulsive hoarding.
Can I get one person to like the
This
live?
is the dining room. It could
All we need
be
is one
here,
light.
honestly, but it is a dining room. I bet it's been quite a few years since I've actually sat down and had a meal here. We're used to eat here every day.
Debbie has raised 4 children.
One person can't like it? Come on now.
Her youngest still lives here
Help me
despite
out.
the chaos that surrounds him.
I did enough today though. I appreciate all the likes. I'm about to get off anyways. I'm probably about to go to sleep.
Clean up the house a lot. I mean, like a little kid always moving stuff and trying to throw as much as I can away. But a lot of that was influenced from my older siblings.
Hadn't noticed was there. That's what it is.
This is my parents. They were crying. But you did, well, there are emotions connected with a lot of items, like pictures of really.
All right, y'all, bye.
When our kids were little, brings up emotions and stuff.
Those happy